Good afternoon, everyone. So, you are currently listening to the April 2020 Max Pugh month in review, or news update, or however we want to call it here. It's it's been a slow month for the podcast. That is, a lot of stuff wrapping up, and it's been weird. Like it's been difficult to kind of celebrate some of the milestones that we've actually accomplished as a result of COVID-19 has kind of thrown everything into turmoil. Um, as you know, April was the last of 4 months of Extra Life content that was collected from the 2019 Team WV Fox event. And the theory, about 6 months ago, was that this would sort of be the prelude and advertisement for the 2020 event, which, as the months went on, it was becoming more and more apparent that that wasn't going to happen. And team leader Jeff Cullop made a very wise and pertinent decision to postpone any type of live event for the foreseeable future. And, that's, I don't know, it's sort of bittersweet in a way, because we know we're doing the right thing by doing that, but at the same time, it's yet another thing that that we were looking forward to this year that's just not going to happen, or at least not happen in a way that we were anticipating. Also, middle of this month was the last episode of our Dead Sons campaign, something that me and our players have been working on for nearly 2 years, recording for about 2 years, and it took almost as much time to get it out in podcast form, maybe a few weeks shy of it. So now I'm at this weird point where we, Max Pugh, a podcast that traditionally records live, we don't have any content right now, and it's unconscionable to record any content the way that we typically do. So the long and short of it is I don't have anything to put out in the traditional sense. So, I was intending to take a little bit of a break from mainline content once the Dead Sun saga completed, because that was 101 episodes that we did straight, week after week after week, no breaks. And in my mind, I thought that we kind of deserved a little bit of a breather before we got into our next campaign, which is slated to be Dawn of Flame, ran by a friend of the podcast, Matt, who also played Cena in the Dead Sons adventure. So, that's not going to happen for a while. Our group has tried some online play, and as far as Dead Sons go, it just doesn't seem to have the same dynamic as sitting at the same table. So I know it works for other groups, and I commend everyone who's able to do their podcast online and keep it together. But there's something about the group dynamic for us. It just feels better and more organic if we're at the table with each other. So as a producer, you have to ask yourself, well, how are you going to put out content? And in light of COVID-19, it's very easy to say, let's wait it out. I mean, I know that my life has been a bit tumultuous as a result. I'm a quote essential healthcare worker. By extension, my life has gone on like normal. It's just I come home a bit more emotionally and psychologically exhausted than I previously did. So the motivation to kind of do these side projects is a little bit limited. I've been trying to spend a lot of time recuperating at home, and it's just been so exhausting. So but I want to keep putting stuff out because gaming is one of the things that I turn to kind of refresh myself and give me a little bit of self-actualization and a little bit of a distraction from everything that's happening. So at the moment, I've been recording some things from the flood. More specifically, I've been running the one-shots from the Out of Time hardcover and the mixed CD of mysteries. Now, last year we ran Loveful, so that left 7 others for us to pull through, and my goal is to try to run through all of those in a series that will be called Class, which is Coach Larry's after-school suspension. We've recorded 3 sessions so far. They've been very enjoyable. We've been doing those like every Saturday. Hopefully, if I can get motivated, if I can get back in the groove, I'll be able to try to get some episodes out. The quality is not nearly as good as if we had recorded from home. Not the quality of gameplay, but the audio quality. And that's a mental hurdle that I'm going to have to deal with. And I believe that most of the people listening will understand that there are limitations and growing pains. This has been a podcast that has ran live exclusively for 2 years. So there's a lot that, we have to learn and do to make that stuff sound good. So I thank you all for your patience. There is also another game that I picked up called The Wretched, and it is a solo RPG that I am looking forward to playing and recording and putting out for everyone. The challenge is trying to find a quiet time to be able to do that because, traditionally we've recorded from my house, and a lot of those times my wife has been able to schedule opportunities for her to visit her family, so that the house has been kind of empty. Otherwise, you'll hear the screams of my daughter sort of interjected. You might even hear her now in this recording, but keeping her quiet for any length of time is a challenge and unreasonable. But for this particular game, which is supposed to follow follow an individual that is on a derelict ship, absolutely alone, in complete solitude, it kind of breaks the immersion when you're kindergartners upstairs commanding YouTube to play her another cat video. So that's something I have to take in consideration. But I'm looking forward to playing and recording it and maybe putting that out. Not sure how I'm going to put it out. I've got a few ideas, but I am sincerely looking forward to it. I mean, normally I try to go over news and what's coming up and everything like that, but it's touch and go right now. It's sincerely touch and go. I would normally talk about the Team WV Fox marathon, but I said that was canceled. We're getting close to the local convention season, and CharCon's been canceled for 2020. I can't tell you when the next AP will start because we're unable to record it. So, we hunker down and we ride this out, I guess. That's the only thing that I can offer right now. And, I appreciate everybody's patience. If you are a fan of the show, please stick with us. We're doing the best we can right now to keep things going. And, there are not much else to say on that. If you are looking for other content, there's a myriad of other podcasts out there still putting out content because, they're recording online or had a backlog or, in any number of things. Paizo's been putting out content for all their game series, so there's a lot of cool stuff out there. I'd recommend you go to What Do You Do Pods on Twitter. Jason, who's a friend of the show, maintains a list of all the Pathfinder and Starfinder podcasts out there. So it would be easy to predict that someone could find something to fit their taste and to help fill in maybe a little bit of extra free time that you might have at your home now. So I really don't have much more to talk about right now. I mean, I wish I did, but that's just the fact of the matter. I at the very least wanted to be able to get an update out to everyone and let people know that of everyone that I know of that's associated with the show has been okay. They've been safe. Me and my family are safe. Cena's family is safe. Maya has been fine. Zinka's been fine. Ion's been fine. Everyone recording class and everything like that, they've been all safe and doing the right thing. So, but no issues there. I have intermittent concerns about, my position and the risks that entails, but, my employer's done a very good job of taking this very seriously. So I do appreciate that. And I hope that everyone else out there is also taking this seriously. I know that it's difficult. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be harder for some to be able to get through this, but, have faith, stay strong, and we'll get through this, and hopefully we will be more knowledgeable. So from everyone at Max Pew, please take care of yourself, take care of your family, be safe, and I will talk to you guys next month. Take care.